A big hello and a warm welcome once again. I'm glad you're listening to me once more. Today, being the World Mental Health Day, it's just the right day to pick up from where we left off last time. Let's get straight on to see what steps can be followed to think positive always. Like I was saying earlier, negative thinking has become a habit of our mind. The thoughts sink in and linger until you take action to get rid of them. We just are thinking of the bad things that have passed by, or even those which might probably occur. This habit needs to be broken. Without going into too much of technical details, let's understand that it takes three things to form a habit. First is a cue, a trigger. Secondly, a routine, or let's say a defined process. And the third is a reward, a desirable outcome. For example, seeing that your nails have grown long is a trigger. Cutting them short and shaping them is a routine. Looking back at your nicely manicured, well shaped nails is a reward. This is a habit. Unfortunately, all these years we have formed the habit of looking at the negatives first. Even while listening to this, notice how you are unconsciously waiting to find a mistake somewhere, waiting for something that is unacceptable to you. And going further, if you don't find anything wrong with what I'm saying, you will actually do some research and find out something that will show some mistake in what I'm saying. If you are honest and open minded, you would be smiling to yourself in agreement by now. Am I right? To break this habit, you need to change your perspective. You need to start looking at the brighter side of things. This might sound easy, but it's not. It takes practice. Give yourself a one-day challenge just to balance your thoughts out. Whenever you have a negative thought, consciously counter it with a positive one. Make it a habit until it becomes a part of your thought process. Like I said, it takes a cue, a routine, and a reward to form a habit. The cue here is an automatic negative thought, an ANT. The routine is generating a positive thought to balance it out. And the reward is how you feel happy. Repeat this until it becomes part of your thought process. Well, one thing you need to be careful about if at all you take up this one day challenge. See, I just said if at all you take up. Here's the unconscious negative thought, which is that you won't take this up. Right? This is how we think. This is how I too think after writing all this. You won't take it up. You're not listening to me. That's my thinking. So, on a positive note, let me say, after taking on this one day challenge, when you first start thinking negatively, you will first be tempted to try and force that thought out of your mind. You will try as hard as possible to stop thinking about that particular thought and push it out. But this approach often backfires. Resisting those negative thoughts can actually reinforce that thinking pattern and just make things worse. The more you try not to think about something, the more you actually end up thinking about it. Like in that fable we had for kids, where the boy is asked to think about anything but a lion or whatever it was. And then all he could think of was a lion. He kept on thinking things like, oh, there is no lion here. Why would a lion come here? Why should I think about a lion? There are 100 other things better than a lion to think of, etc., etc. You see, actually there was a lion all the time, everywhere. It was inside his head. So to get rid of negative thoughts, you need to try a different approach. Something that will clear your mind of those negative thoughts. Once and for all, you can't keep doing it for the rest of your life, right? You don't want to. Okay, so as promised, here are concrete ways to clear your mind of negative thinking. they work 100% for sure. If trust or belief is the word for you, then trust me, they work. Persistence is what it demands. That's all. No philosopher, no grand books to read, no exercises to do, nothing. Conscious persistence. That's all. If you are ready, here are the steps. Point 1. Change your body language. Observe your body language right now as you are listening. Are you slouching, bent, frowning? Yes? Then you are more likely to think negatively. Bad body language lowers your self image and leads to a lack of confidence. In that emotional state, it's only natural to start having bad thoughts. Come on, sit up straight in a confident way. Open up your stance and smile. You're already feeling better. Point 2. Speak up. Many times you are thinking negative because you have issues or emotions which you just need to get out. It's not good to keep things to yourself. If you have something that needs to be addressed, you should talk through them with someone. Putting thoughts into words gives your thoughts a shape and a form. This can help you put things into a better perspective so that you can deal them at the root of the problem. If you have not spoken about it, if you have not written about it, it's a shapeless monster. When it comes into words, it becomes finite. Okay, point 3. Point 3 is very, very, very important. The point is pause. Just pause. Spend a minute once in a while just calming your mind. It's very hard to keep up with a racing mind. Your mind is running here and there at 100 miles an hour. It can be very hard or even impossible to control the thoughts going on inside, especially the negative ones. Meditate if you can. Many are not able to meditate at all. Such is the speed of the mind. But it's required. Pause. Purge your mind of all the thoughts. Reboot. And then fill it up with positive thoughts. 4th point. Change from negative to assertive. Yes, like we were taught in school, in the English class. There used to be a kind of question or a task in the grammar lesson which said, make assertive. Remember? Like instead of saying, I am in a very bad phase, depressed, and I am troubled, say, times are challenging, but I am working on the solutions. Same thought with a positive ring to it. We are not denying the situation, but we can say it in a better way, right? Doesn't change things. What it changes is your frame of mind. Okay, point 5. Be creative. When negative thoughts occur, try to spend some time creatively. Write, draw, paint, sing, make music, whatever you like. Emotions rendered through art are an extremely satisfying release of negativity. Nothing gets better than this. Point number 6. Take a walk. Same things, same people, same subjects, same environment for a long time can be extremely depressing. This is what has happened to us in the social distancing. We have gone mad. It leads to an infinite loop of bad thoughts. So, now that we are in a better shape with respect to the pandemic, go out alone with all the due precautions. Take a walk. Just change what you see, and that in turn is going to change what you're thinking about. The last point, be grateful. Be grateful for what you already have. Don't you all think that you have forgotten everything about it and haven't appreciated it in a long time? The things which you have. These were the things which you didn't have at one point of time, and you were striving hard to get them. Now you have got them, but you don't look at them. Not good, isn't it? The good things around us are our reward. but we now tend to take them for granted all the time. Look around. Many of your acquaintances don't even have this much. So stop being blind to the positive things you already have going for you. You're doing good. There are people out in the streets who don't have anything to eat, who can never go to school. You're better off, much better. You're listening to me on the internet. Wow, you're superb, right? Be grateful. Yeah, so that's it for today. As promised, I delivered 7 steps. I said 8 or 10, but yeah, 7 is fine, I guess. Be consistent, practice it with persistence. You will start thinking positive. It's my word. Okay, I think I took longer than what I had planned. But this subject is so very, very important. I had to spend time. And I sincerely hope it was worth your time. Do like, comment, and subscribe for more. I haven't planned on what I will speak in the next session. Let's see. Until then, have a nice weekend. Bye bye. See you.